Hey, hello. My name is Harald. Thank you for watching. Does that happen to you too? Somebody asks you something that you don't really want to do and you say yes anyway, afraid that you lose your job, lose a friendship, or just someone's approval. Or maybe you just enjoy making other people happy, which is great in itself, but you don't take care of yourself. You can't really take care of other people. Also, you can't make everybody happy and you don't need everybody's approval. I'll say a bit more about approval later in the video, but you don't need to be perfect. Nobody is. If someone seems perfect, it's only because you don't know them that well. And what is perfect? It's in the eye of the beholder. So anyway, one thing is quite sure, people will probably have more respect for you if you set your boundaries. If you don't, you might end up being taken for granted by colleagues and friends, and that will cost you tons of energy that you can't use for the things that you're really passionate about. You'll be too drained to do the things for your own personal development and passions. After saying no, yes, some so-called friends might go away. Maybe for the better, I'd guess. You don't want to surround yourself with parasites. Others might be disappointed for a moment, but will come back and be happy for you, that you develop yourself and stand up for yourself. Good friends after all, let's say. But how do you do that? Say no if you hardly ever did. Changing habits can be difficult. I'll give you a few tips. If you always say yes, you might not realize immediately that you really want to say no, only later. If that's the case, just listen to your body, because you can sense it in your body when you want to say no. When you're asked something that you don't want to do, you feel something. I always feel a hunch of fear in my stomach when I'm in a situation like that. But despite that hunch, you might not feel able to act on it that very moment. So take a break, say nothing, or say that you will get back to this person. And whatever you do, don't say yes, because it's harder to turn a yes into a no than it is to turn a no into a yes. So if you felt this bad hunch in your stomach, you probably want to say no. You just need some time to actually be sure about that and tell the person who asked you. And one important thing is to never explain yourself in detail. You don't owe them that if you think of it. Most times it is enough to say, because of circumstances, I cannot do this. It's probably not wise to say what the circumstances are, because the person who asks you to do something will almost always think that your circumstances are less important than the issue they want your help for. So you can prevent an awkward discussion by not giving too many details. And normally I prefer face-to-face contact over text messages, but if you find it hard to say no, it can be an idea to give the definite no through text. You don't have to fear facing someone, and also you don't easily say too much that can be held against you. You just type, send, click, and it's gone. Again, I'll say it in different words so it could sink in. Don't worry about disapproval. People rarely think of someone else longer than a couple of minutes unless they're in love or terribly missing you or someone. But usually after 5 minutes at the most, their mind will go back to their own little selfish things. So why jeopardize yourself for 5 minutes of approval? Some people will dislike you anyhow, no matter how much of a great and good person you really are. So stop worrying about what other people say and think. And if you keep giving in, it won't be over, because this person will ask you things again. Where it comes down to, good friends will respect your boundaries. Otherwise, it might be time to walk away and open doors for new, better friends. Most people that don't respect boundaries are also energy vampires. When you are focusing on being a good person and developing yourself, you wouldn't want someone to ruin that because they ask draining questions. Just like you don't want someone to break into your home and steal things from you, you don't want them to steal from your energy. Okay, that was it for today. Feel free to give your tip or experience about saying no in the comments, and if you'd like to keep updated when I release new videos with tips to have a more enjoyable life, please subscribe. Thank you and see you next time.